Yellow, I'm Dallas. Welcome to Rubber Duck Yellow, home of all things gaming, trading card games, video games, you name it. We're playing it here. And look at this. This is a box of Pokemon cards that I found abandoned in a Goodwill bin, buried under piles of trash. And you're not going to believe what cards are in here. Stick around. So much base set. There's some older cards. I've seen some first edition. Hold on, that's a card sleeve. That's first. For no reason though. Oh, there's just so many. It's a little bit stressful. And they're all on the bottom of the bin. There's been some good ones. I found an insane amount of Pokemon cards in there. I dug it all the way to the bottom and back, and I get the feeling because they're in good condition. Like they got put in the bin in incredible condition, and then they got buried. Whatever they were in could have had some more. It could have been it, but I really get a strong feeling someone left with a binder or something full of great cards.
The torture. Torture not knowing.
Looks like you've got a lot though. Like, I'm gonna give you a little preview. We're gonna go home and look at these, but some of them are just randomly sleeved. There's definitely more than a couple first editions. There's a couple hollows, but I don't know if any of the hollows were first edition. So there's a first edition Spearow. You know what? Like, it's in really good condition. The edges are all right. The centering's like B-, but like, there's some okay stuff in here, so I want to be really careful with it because these first editions especially. Like, look, first edition Lickitung. All right, I have quite a bit here to show you, and the impressive thing about these cards is that they were in the bottom of a bin at a Goodwill. You saw the footage. This wasn't just your normal Goodwill that you go to with your mom, right? This was the overstock Goodwill where all the leftover stuff gets just kind of tossed aside, and these Pokemon cards were in the bottom of that bin. I have here... It was something shy. It's like 98 first edition jungle set cards. 98 of them. Just tossed in the bottom of this bin. And honestly, I'm going to show you the condition of a bunch of them, and you're going to kind of understand why I'm amazed, because it seemed to me like a lot of these cards were just kind of like out of another box or something. Almost like someone maybe got there before I did and got the better stuff and this spilled out or something. I don't know. Because it's very odd. Let me show you kind of overall what we have. This is a stack of already sleeved and put in order, mind you. I kind of did some work ahead of time. These are already sleeved, and this is about 98 first edition jungle set cards, except for the first two. Or the first one here is a Shadowless Ponyta, which is cool, but it's base set. And this is another stack of about 100 cards. These are all base set, but non-first edition. I don't know how this happened, but every first edition here is jungle. Every not first edition's base set. Kind of weird. I'm not going to go through these. It's all the same stuff, really. Just all pretty much common, slightly uncommon. Not really, to me, rares or anything worth looking at. But base set, I'm not excited about that because I have pretty much all the commons and uncommons from base set. But I do not have almost any first editions for jungle, which I'm going to go show you in a second. But let me get the other stuff out of the way because there is a couple other cards from other sets here. You know, nothing, no big deal, just Groudon. But that's cool. That will go in my collection. That Groudon, you can see, is a little bit bent. And so was the only hollow that was in here, a Nidoking, right? I'm pretty happy to find that. And it is rough. It needs a little bit of flattening, but I actually don't have a hollow Nidoking for base set in my collection. So that's going to get bindered as well. But let's go through some of these first editions and just check how many of, like, some of the cards are here. So... You know, 1, Execute, Fearow, triple Fearows, right? 3 first edition jungle set Fearows. And I'm telling you, most of these cards are in really perfect condition. Look at the edges, not too bad. Centering's good on most of them. Some of them are a little bit off, but I'm basically going to keep one of each if I don't already have it in my binder, and that's going to be that. And then I'm going to have the rest of these to sell like individually at my antique mall. As a lot of you might know, a lot of these cards, first editions, are going to be an easy $3. Some of them $5, a few of them like 15. But I'm just amazed that all of these were in the bottom of a bin. Tell me, I mean, comment below if you know anything about Pokemon and anything about thrifting. What in your head got these Pokemon cards to where they were? I really think there was more. I don't think I got all of them. I think I got the leftovers. That's really, I mean, I hate to bum myself out like that, but I really, really, really think someone else made away with a bigger bulk of them, and these are what spilt to the bottom. Because mind you, when I got these cards out of that Goodwill bin, I spent about an hour taking everything out of that bin and putting it into another one so that I can ensure not only that I got every single card that was in there, but also that I didn't miss any potential box or container that might have had whatever the original stash was. So I do want your comments below if you've got any better ideas or funnier ideas what happened. I really do feel like somebody probably left that Goodwill an hour or so before I did. Look at all those. Look. 5 jungle, 5 jungle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of them. 6 jungle set first edition Rhyhorns. Why? Why did they all just get dumped into that bin? I really want to know. Well, there you go. And then there's some more e-reader series cards, another holo. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because all of this first edition stuff is in perfect condition, minus a few. There were a few cards like this that were bent up. But most of those first edition cards are awesome, and then anything that wasn't is pretty bent up, which also kind of makes it feel like this was just somebody's dump. This was somebody's extra stuff. Of course, there's Execute, but I mean, there you go. There's a couple more cards that were in there. I'm happy to have them. I do already have that in my collection, so that's not really that special, but I don't have too many from these series, from these last Wizard of the Coast series, so that will actually go in my binder, bent or not. But what the heck? Somebody explain to me how that happened. Give me your best guesses. Now, hold on a second. I want to talk about something else real quick. My binders, I want to show them to you, and then we'll come back here, and we'll actually binder a few of these before we go. Stick around. Check this out. This is my Pokemon binder collection. Now, these are a bunch of custom made and custom labeled binders that I keep all my Pokemon cards in. And this is not by any means all of them. There's about 200 of them to come. But I'm not going to tell you a whole bunch about those today because I'm making a whole video just on my Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh binders really soon. So we came in here to get our jungle set, and it's identifiable both by 2, it being the second set, the official abbreviation, and then the name, and then the symbol. And the symbol's really the best part, because any set we want to come in here and get, we may not know the name of it, we might pick up a card, see an unfamiliar symbol on the bottom and be like, oh, it's this one. They all have symbols right on the bottom, and it helps. It helps with organization. But more on that to come. Get subscribed for that video. But for now, let's go binder some of our jungle first editions. Okay, I'm back with the binder, and I'm not really sure how many of these cards are going to go in my binders, but I have a feeling about one of each of them is going to, because I don't think I have a lot of first editions, if any, in this binder. And we're going to take a quick look through it and just stick a few of them in there to get a sense of how many I'm going to keep. But here you go. Here's my binder for Jungle Set. It's pretty pathetic, to be honest. Lots of the commons. And the way that I do like to keep cards is if I do have any of the first editions, they'll be front facing, and then the non-first editions will be back facing. That's what I do. But here we have basically a holo of this electrode and the non-holos on the back. So I don't have a first edition today, but if I did, I'd essentially be sticking a page in the back and putting the non-holo in the back, and I'd probably have the holo front facing and the first edition back facing. So you'll see the backs of my pages here are empty. That's why I pretty much pay attention to the front of the page and put extras in the back. So we're going to start right off the bat with, I don't know, let's start with Execute here. And he's number 35. And you can see here, my not first edition is here for Executor, sorry. Don't be mad at me, Executor. I will put the first edition now into the front, and it's pretty much going to be the same with all of these cards. They're going to end up that way. So Fearow, same thing, buddy. You got to go the other way. You got to turn around, and it kind of sucks because I have a lot of my jungle set here in green sleeves, but all these today are going to be in clear sleeves. All right, so Gloom up here at the top, same deal. Take him out, first edition forward, and there you go. And it looks to me like I have pretty much all of it. I have him. I got basically one of each of these commons to go. So I'm not going to sit here and bore you with sleeving every single one of them, but I pretty much knocked out probably 90% of the commons for Jungle today in first edition. No rares, but still very exciting for me. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek at my bindering system. There will be a full video coming. I've spent weeks on it, making these custom binders. I've got a lot to say about them, pluses and minuses, the right way to take care of cards in these kinds of pages as long as it's the right way. If that kind of video sounds awesome to you, definitely get subscribed, turn those notifications on, so when I post that video soon, you'll be able to check it out. But also let me know what you think about this first edition haul, because, boy, am I happy about it. Fingers crossed that we keep up the goodwill Pokemon card hauls, because there's a couple other videos on this channel of awesome Pokemon hauls from the thrift store, but this is probably my favorite one. Hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get out of here. Come back for the next one. Peace out, guys.